1. Hey, what's going on, guys? Yao here. Today we're going to be doing a Conjuring 2 review. The movie just came out Thursday night, Friday, and behind me, as you can see, is actually my Conjuring 2 preview episode. So if you didn't see that, click the card above. You can see that, and it's going to be playing behind me. So you can either watch it there or watch me either one, or click the card above. But Conjuring 2 review now. I saw the movie. Finally, I was excited to see it, and I was surprised after seeing it. So you're going to find out my thoughts about it. And before you check it out, you got to watch this. So hold on, all right, guys? Get to the show.
And it's time for the summary.
Conjuring 2 is the sequel to The Conjuring, which is about a married couple that help people with demonic problems. The Conjuring is a movie based on actual events that occurred in Ed and Lorraine Warren's life. The two married couples. Well, the married couple. In Conjuring 2, the Warrens travel to England to help the Enfield family that has a strong demonic presence in their home. So, something I wouldn't want to have. That's the summary. Alright, guys, so that's the summary of the movie. Basically that's what it's about. So if you didn't see Conjuring 1, you should see that before seeing 2, because you might be a little thrown off, but it still wouldn't hurt if you see 2 before 1, but I would see 1 first. Alright, guys, so that's the summary of the movie. Time for the pros. Check it out.
It's time for the pros.
Long movie, suspenseful, and great cinematography. The movie was 2 hours and 14 minutes long, so you definitely get what you paid for, and you got every penny's worth, man. But the film did feel a little short at times. At least at the end. The suspense and the jump scares are so intense that you won't be able to sit still, and you definitely don't have to worry about falling asleep. That is, if you have a sleeping disorder, but apart from that, you should be just fine. The cinematography was icing on the cake, baby. It put the film together, and it just really completed the film and made you leave thinking about the film. Cinematography is actually one of the reasons why this film will resonate with you when you go and watch it. Okay, guys, there you go. That's the pros of the movie. Now, here are the cons. Here are the cons. Check this out. Here are the cons of the movie.
It's time for the cons.
Bad ending, cheesy parts, and horrible VFX. This film had numerous amount of cons, but I only chose the 3 that stood out the most to me. The ending of this film made me want to go to the ticket booth and ask for a full refund, or demand a full refund, or vomit in his face if he didn't give it to me. I had no idea what the writer or director were thinking when they wrote the ending of this film. The end of the film was like a big bowl of cow feces on Christmas dinner. This movie had a few cheesy parts, and that's because they tried to make the viewer laugh more in this sequel than they did the first one. My question is why? Why add lame, corny parts to the film to get the viewer to laugh? In a horror film, you can add a little bit here and there, but not too much. They overdid it in this film. Laughing takes the viewer out of the horror element and starts to make them think happy thoughts, comedy. Seth Rogen, I think that's his name. But anyway, VFX was just plain bad. That's another thing. And certain parts of the film did have good VFX, but for the most part, the VFX was just plain malo. That's bad in Spanish, if you didn't know that. Alright, that's the cons of the movie, guys. In summary, how do I say this? I'll just come right out and say it. The movie was trash. Movie was trash, okay? I would not watch that movie unless it was free. I deserve a refund. I was actually really close to telling the guy to give me a refund, going back next for a refund. I was very shocked. They ended in a horrible way. Overall, the movie was bad. The cinematography was good. Like I said, suspense building up was good. But overall, the movie is horrible. Conjuring 1 destroys that. And usually the first movies that come out before the sequel, which is what do you call it? I'm at a loss for words. But anyway, the first series of film, the first film that came out was way better than the sequel. Way better. The Conjuring 1 is way better. Conjuring 2, I slept like a baby. Conjuring 1, I put reruns of Tom and Jerry on before I went to sleep every night. That movie tore me up for about a month and a half. So the movie was very, very terrifying. Conjuring 1. Conjuring 2 was a joke. The visual effects were horrible. It was just bad, man. But it was a long movie, so you did get your money's worth. But overall, the movie was basura. It was garbage. That's how you say garbage in Spanish. But it was trash. I don't want to see it. I don't know if I'll see it again, even if it's on TV. It was just bad. I was disappointed at the end, man. I was shocked. I was like, that's the end of the movie? That's the end of the movie? That's the end. Are you serious? I was pissed off, man. You'll see what I'm talking about if you're really a horror fan. But if you get scared easily, I would advise you to go see it. You might like it. If Freddy, Jason, Child's Play, that scared you, go see it, because then you're really gonna get scared. If Conjuring 1 scared you, and let's say Exorcist and other terrifying movies scared you, this is not gonna scare you at all. It depends on who you are. Me, maybe I'm doing horror films. I'm starting to do horror films. That's what I want to be, a horror director mainly. But go look at Conjuring 1. I think you'll like that more. If you want to go see Conjuring 2, go see it. But I advise you not to see it. All right? Yeah, out.